close your eyes and think these words. A secret from Neville Goddard that instantly shapes a new reality, laden with mystery and transformative power. Neville Goddard emerged from the humble roots of Barbados in 1905, a sun-soaked paradise where vast stretches of white sandy beaches met the relentless tropical sun, and salt-infused trade winds rustled through swaying palm trees along winding red dirt roads that snaked through lush, verdant hills. Born into a family of 9 siblings in modest colonial villages, his childhood played out against the backdrop of brightly painted wooden houses with shaded verandas that provided respite from the humid heat, their zinc roofs drumming under the onslaught of tropical rains that turned the earth into a sticky morass during monsoon seasons. The air was heavy with the sweet scent of ripening fruits like pineapples and mangoes from bustling markets where vendors shouted prices amid the daily hubbub of locals bargaining under thatched canopies, their voices blending with the distant crash of ocean waves against coral reefs. Yet, beneath this idyllic veneer, family intrigues simmered like unspoken tensions. Gossip spread swiftly through close-knit communities about disputes over meager inheritances that divided siblings, fostering deep rifts that lingered like shadows, with rumors of favoritism and hidden dealings whispered during humid evenings around flickering lanterns in homes where the night air carried the rhythmic calls of tree frogs. Neville, often perceived as the introspective outlier among his brothers and sisters, was shaped by these early controversies. Neighbors murmured about his abnormal, spiritual visions during solitary moments gazing at the horizon as the sun dipped below the sea, painting the water in fiery reds and oranges, speculating if he was gifted or afflicted, isolating him from the playful antics of children splashing in dusty streets turned muddy by sudden downpours. Professionally, real challenges forged him from a young age, backbreaking manual jobs at the noisy ports, hauling heavy crates onto weathered docks slick with seawater while waves pounded relentlessly against the pilings, contrasted sharply with fleeting joys like family folklore sessions around crackling beachside fires, where flames illuminated faces with tales of island spirits under a canopy of twinkling stars. Sadnesses ran deep from personal intrigues, such as a bitter family quarrel that left him without financial backing, accusations of betrayal echoing through tense gatherings during storms that flooded homes with rainwater seeping through cracks, creating moments of profound doubt during lone walks at dusk when the humid air hummed with the sounds of crashing waves like echoes of uncertainty. At just 17, in 1922, a contentious choice propelled him to New York City, trading the eternal Caribbean warmth for Manhattan's severe winters, where imposing skyscrapers pierced gray skies and snow piled high on crowded sidewalks, forcing pedestrians to bundle in heavy coats against the biting chill, their breaths forming misty clouds amid the aroma of roasted chestnuts from street vendors. Immersed in Broadway's theatrical world, with ornate stages bathed in blinding lights and backstage areas thick with the steam of costumes and makeup, Neville navigated a maze of professional intrigues, fierce rivalries for roles leading to abrupt firings, salacious gossip about ephemeral romances with actors that splashed across scandal sheets, and the controversy of his mentorship under Abdullah, the Ethiopian rabbi labeled a charlatan by skeptical spiritual circles, igniting heated debates in smoky Harlem cafes during the Great Depression when piercing cold drafts infiltrated poorly heated apartments like insidious doubts. These highs and lows included exhilarating applause from full houses in velvet-seated theaters where the crowd's energy pulsed vibrantly, set against deep sorrows like hunger and joblessness, with the underground roar of subways echoing through thin walls as a constant pulse of anxiety. It was in this chaotic phase that closing his eyes and thinking specific words emerged as a turning point. On a night of desperation in his frigid room, with frost patterning the window panes and the city's distant sirens wailing like inner cries, Neville experimented with internal words that began shaping new realities instantly, but the suspense builds as we reveal how this practice, almost unbelievable, saved him from a theatrical controversy, an accusation of plagiarism that threatened his career, plunging him into anguished nights where howling New York winds carried secrets of betrayal, ultimately transforming his controversial life into a path of mental mastery. If Neville's early struggles and that mysterious eye-closing practice intrigue you, drop a word like shaping or instant shift in the comments below. Subscribe now to uncover more. It's quick and keeps the magic flowing. Establishing himself in Los Angeles during the 1940s, Neville found a striking contrast in the sun-drenched hills of Hollywood, where tall palm trees danced in the hot desert winds and sprawling Art Deco mansions with shimmering pools lined twisting, tree-shaded streets, daily routines revolving around lectures in elegant auditoriums where air conditioning struggled against the dry heat, and the scent of eucalyptus mingled with the exhaust of vintage cars gliding along palm-fringed boulevards. Personal intrigues persisted like lingering shadows. His marriage to Mildred became fodder for gossip in glamorous social circles, with rumors alleging mental manipulation fostering distrust at parties where the clink of crystal glasses masked underlying jealousies, and professional controversies arose from charges of biblical heresy, sparking intense debates in luxurious hotel ballrooms during orange-tinged twilights. These impactful challenges cut deeply. The Second World War brought waves of sadness with letters from Barbados detailing family losses amid shortages, and rare Los Angeles rains turned streets into rivers reflecting neon lights, mirroring his internal melancholy as thunder echoed off the hills like repressed grief. Joys provided balance, such as the birth of his daughter Victoria, her laughter filling their modest Beverly Hills home with its Spanish tile roof and views of manicured lawns glowing in the sunset. Thinking words with eyes closed gained layers here. It became his tool during a financial crisis in the 1950s, when scandals of leaked confidences dwindled audiences, prompting him to practice it on his veranda at dusk, feeling the warm air facilitate instant reality shifts that pursued successes like bestsellers from rejections. Drama escalated with family intrigues, a return to Barbados during monsoons, where torrential rains flooded roads and reignited disputes. Neville using the closed-eye words in tense meetings under dripping roofs as lightning flashed, shaping peaceful outcomes. Professionally, highs included packed lectures in theaters with plush velvet seats and ornate chandeliers, lows from boycotts over dangerous views, like a heated conference where sweltering heat amplified clashes, leaving him in isolated sadness as coastal fog rolled in with the scent of salt. In the 1960s, nestled in his Los Angeles home surrounded by lush gardens blooming with vibrant flowers under the perpetual sun and the hum of bees among petals, Neville deepened his teachings, though gossip about his health brewed intrigues. Rumors of miraculous shifts through closed-eye words spread in seaside cafes where the salty Pacific breeze blended with fresh coffee aromas and wave crashes. Modern architecture of neighboring homes with clean lines and wide windows framing ocean views contrasted his morning walks on shaded paths where sunlight dappled cracked sidewalks, but challenges endured. Newspaper critiques branding him a fraud isolated him during foggy evenings when mist seeped like doubts. Joys arrived via grateful letters from change students, their words scented with far-off essences, affirming impact amid ups and downs. Suspense heightens around a family controversy, a contested inheritance in Barbados during hurricane season, with winds uprooting palms and escalating quarrels in storm-shaken homes, Neville employing the words to instantly shape resolutions. Professionally, he balanced triumphs in echoing auditoriums with ornate details against dismissals for perilous doctrines, like a fiery debate under harsh lights where tensions boiled. The closed-eye practice was vital. Used in his bedroom with drawn curtains, it shaped new realities during a sibling's death, news in a rain-soaked letter, turning grief into clarity as thunder clapped. This controversial phase, marked by events like envious betrayals at parties with forced laughter hiding deceptions, mirrored life's raw intensity, almost surreal yet human, paralleling struggles of loss and renewal. Picture closing your eyes and thinking those words like Neville, transformative, right? The best insights are yet to come, so subscribe now and stay with us for the revelations ahead. Entering the 1970s, Neville confronted his career's dusk in Los Angeles, where mild winters ushered crisp evenings and scorching summers baked the earth. Contemporary architecture of nearby homes with flat roofs and glass facades contrasting his memories of Barbados' colonial grace. Intrigues proliferated with gossip about his separation and new marriage to Catherine, seen as manifested unions stirring controversy, whispered at events with ocean vistas where horizons blurred into infinity. Health struggles isolated him on overcast days, fog carrying salty scents and enveloping his property like inner uncertainties, Yet joys emerged from teachings on cassettes inspiring groups in folk-filled coffee houses. The practice's climax, deployed during a faith crisis after family loss, on a Barbados journey amid rain's saturating landscapes, it shaped peace-resolving intrigues, embodying themes of mental dominion, events profound, bordering impossibility yet rooted in his life's tapestry. In 1972, Neville passed in Los Angeles, a city of aspirations where sunsets blazed the skyline, leaving a legacy amid posthumous gossip about his estate, airs clashing in echoes of past intrigues. The words are unveiled, internal thoughts with eyes closed that instantly form new realities, practiced on reflective nights with crickets and breezes, converting controversies into timeless lessons. His journey, filled with authentic highs and lows from poor beginnings to enlightened peaks, resonates intensely, almost beyond belief yet real, urging reflection on our potential for instant shifts. What did you think of Neville Goddard's extraordinary story? Share in the comments. Which part of his journey or the eye-closing practice resonated most? Let's discuss and inspire each other. Subscribe today for more captivating tales that provoke thought and change.